Hello friends, have you ever noticed money being deducted before it reaches your account? That is TDS. Or maybe you have bought a car and found an additional tax added to your bill. That is TCS. Both are the government way of collecting tax at the source, but they works differently. In today's video, let's understand what is TDS, what is TCS, what are the main difference between them and how they works. So without any further delay, let's get started. Segment 1, what is TDS? TDS stands for tax deducted at source. In this, the person making payment deducts the tax before transferring the money. For example, a company is paying Rs 80,000 per month rent to a landlord. It is deducting 10% TDS on rent, that is Rs 8,000. So basically, company is paying 72,000 per month as a rent to the landlord. But landlord in his income tax return will show the complete 80,000 as his income. That is 80,000 into 12, that is 9,60,000. He will show total 9,60,000 as his rental income. And he can claim 96,000, that is 8,000 into 12, which is deducted as TDS every month as his tax credit. So basically, total income is 9,60,000 and TDS, that is 96,000, is his tax which is already deducted at the source, that is by the company. In simple words, TDS is deducted when the income is earned and not later. TDS is generally applicable on salaries, rent, commission, professional services, contracts, etc. Segment 2, what is TCS? TCS stands for tax collected at source. Here, the seller collects TCS from the buyer at the time of sale of certain goods. For example, if you buy a car worth Rs 12 lakh, the seller will collect 1% TCS from you. You can later claim that TCS in your income tax return. TCS applies on goods like car above 10 lakh, alcohol, timber, scrap, minerals or certain forest produces. Segment 3, difference between TDS and TCS. Now, let us understand the difference between TDS and TCS on some simple parameters. Number 1, who collects the tax, which is generally the customer or the employer. In case of TCS, the seller will collect the tax. Number 2, when the tax is applied. In case of TDS, the tax is applied at the time of payment, whereas in case of TCS, the tax is applied at the time of sale. Number 3, transaction covered. TDS generally covers salaries, rent, commission, contracts, etc., whereas TCS covered certain specified goods like car above 10 lakhs, alcohol, timber, scrap, minerals or certain forest produces. Number 4, forms filled. In case of TDS, 24Q, 26Q and 27Q, whereas in case of TCS, 27EQ. Number 5, credit availability. In case of TDS, deductive will claim the TDS credit, whereas in case of TCS, buyer will claim the TCS credit. Segment 4, why do TDS and TCS exist? Now, you may ask a question that why TDS and TCS exist. So, both the system basically exist to prevent the tax evasion and to ensure that government collects tax in advance. They also create a trail of transaction, making compliances easy to monitor. Segment 5, practical tips for business. If you are a business owner, always check whether your transactions fall under TDS or TCS category. If you do not comply with TDS or TCS law, you may attract non-compliance of same, which may lead to penalty, interest and disallowance of your expenditure. So basically, you need to make sure that if TDS and TCS are applicable to your business, you record them correctly with the correct percentage and the correct amount. You cannot miss recording the TDS or TCS or collect the same, as it may lead to non-compliance and also it may lead to loss of your tax credit. So let's make this practical. Suppose I'm recording an expenditure in my books of accounts in which TDS is applicable. For example, rent or professional services. In the software which I use, this process is very straightforward. All I need to do is just enable TDS in my business setting and then record the expenditure, and while making the payment, I just need to enter the percentage of the TDS and my TDS will automatically be calculated. Other than that, I also have a dedicated report in which I can easily find on which expenditure I have deducted the TDS. Similarly, in case of TDS receivable also, I can record my TDS receivable separately while recording the sales or income and can find TDS receivable report separately in my software. Let's get a quick walkthrough of this process. So let's understand how I record TDS payable in my books of accounts. All I need to do is just log into the software, go to Quick Dashboard and then Purchase and Expenses. I'll see my Purchase and Expense dashboard. For example, I have to record the professional fees. Here I have already recorded the professional fees, so I can duplicate the entry or create another one. For creating another entry, I can just click on the new expense and create the new entry by itself. Here I need to repeat the same, so I'll open the previous entry. All I need to do is go on more and duplicate purchase. As my expenditure is same as my previous expenditure, I'm creating a duplicate entry. You can also create a new entry just by clicking on new expenditure. Here I can select the expense date, select the vendor, expense number, invoice number, currency or expense ledger. For example, this is my professional fees. So I'll select the professional service expenditure and click on save and continue. After clicking on save and continue, my new expenditure is created. For recording TDS, I need to click on record payment. Here I need to enter the TDS percentage and my TDS will be automatically calculated. I'll simply scroll down, select the payment account and click on the save. After clicking on save, my TDS is recorded. Here I can see the detail of TDS deducted. Total expenditure 60,000, TDS deducted 6,000, amount paid rupees 54,000. Now let's get a quick walkthrough of the accounting reports. Now for getting TDS payable report, all I need to do is to go to the accounting reports, scroll down. In accounts payable section, I'll get TDS report. I'll click on open. Just select the period from here and I'll get the information of all the invoices on which TDS is deducted. Select the period and I'll get the information of all the expenditure on which TDS is deducted. See, we have recorded the TDS now and the same is reflecting in the TDS payable report. So, in this way, I'll make sure that all the expenditure on which TDS is applicable are recorded in my books properly. If you also want to use this software, the link is given in the description. So, this was our discussion of TDS versus TCS. Remember, TDS is deducted when you receive the income and TCS is collected when you buy certain goods. Both are advanced tax mechanism but works differently. So friends, this was our end of the discussion on TDS versus TCS. Remember, TDS is deducted when income is received and TCS is collected when you buy a certain goods. Both are advanced tax mechanism but works differently. If you have any question regarding this topic or you want to suggest something, do let us know in the comment. Thank you.